many Super Bowls have you been to?
This is going to be the 15th with the NFL Network.
15th with the NFL Network. You ever wish you could just stay home and watch it on TV
yes,
like everybody else?
I do.
You do, really?
Yes, I do.
But when you work for the NFL Network, you probably have to be at the Super Bowl.
Yes, I do. And it's one of those crime me river type things. I'm the only guy the day after the Super Bowl that does not talk about the commercials. I don't see them.
You don't see any of the
commercials?
commercials?
I don't see any of the commercials. I have no... Yeah, I know, right? It's so sad.
Why don't you see any of the commercials?
Because I'm at the game.
Oh, so okay, so you're not watching it on a monitor of any kind.
No, I'm actually in the stadium.
I see. You sit in because I know you do the pregame show there.
Yes.
Are you in the broadcast booth or where are you?
We are on the field up until about 2 some odd hours before kickoff, and then whoever's broadcasting the game kicks us off the turf,
Right.
and then we go outside right up until kickoff, and that is when I'm at my punchiest because I'm on the air for an 8.5-hour long pregame show that I think started 5 minutes ago.
Very, very cold. And what happened to having Super Bowls in the cities where it's warm and people could run free?
Good question.
What temperature is it going to be in Minneapolis?
Well, I've looked at the 10-day forecast every day for the last 30 days. And the 10-day forecast reads like a phone number. It is single digits every single day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Jenny's number, 8675309.
And do you guys complain about this amongst yourselves constantly?
Yes, especially when there's a negative sign on Super Sunday. It's supposed to be -3
But the game is indoors, so
indoors,
it won't matter, right?
Correct,
It won't make a big difference,
Right.
certainly not to the players. Now, the narrative for this game is you got, like David and Goliath, you have the 5-time champion New England Patriots. You've got the Eagles, who've never won a Super Bowl before.
Right.
Even though they're both #1 seeds in their respective conferences. But is that a fair assessment? Is it a David and Goliath type situation?
Well, I mean, there's enough on the Eagles for people to figure that they could beat New England. There's no doubt about it in my mind that they could absolutely beat them. But we in the media, I think the top 3 storylines going in is Brady's legacy, Belichick's legacy, and the Brady-Belichick legacy together.
To me,
that's 1, 2, and 3.
I think those are big, obviously, but to me, the biggest thing is these fans for the Patriots and the Eagles might be, I'm not sure whether to say the best or worst fans, because they're certainly the most enthusiastic fans in the NFL.
That's also a euphemism for the biggest a-hole fans.
Yes. Yes, I would say that as well.
That's one way to look at it. That's one way to look at it.
I remember
they're so passionate, you know, that's one way to, if you lay on the word, they're so passionate, or they're so passionate.
They're so passionate,
you know, there's a
lot of them will be arrested after the game. That's how passionate they are.
In Philadelphia, as you know, they had to grease the poles with Crisco oil to try and keep them from climbing it.
I saw that,
but there were some intrepid Philadelphians who still climb those poles on Sunday night.
When you decide, you know what, I know these poles are covered with Crisco, but I'm going up it anyway, you probably deserve to win a Super Bowl at some point, you know?
Commitment, yeah.
And are your kids into sports in the game and this sort of thing?
My wife is from New England. So they are Patriot fans in the household.
Oh, really?
Even though I'm from New York City.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I went to the University of Michigan.
So Tom Brady. Yeah.
So, right. And then, plus, growing up a Jets fan, if I said, look, I need to stake my claim, you need to root for the Jets while the Patriots are going to 8 out of 15 Super Bowls, there would be child services come to take my children away from me.
No child should ever root for the Jets.
That is a very good tenet to believe in, it saves them a lot of heartache and pain. But yeah, they do love the Patriots. I grabbed the Yankees, and
so you get baseball?
Yeah, I got.
Your wife gets football.
Correct. My wife got football. I got baseball. But they're into all sorts of things that you might not think of. As a matter of fact, if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah.
I have something to show folks here, if you don't mind me sharing.
I've been wanting to see this.
Okay.
Because you have 3 kids, and I will say my favorite of your 3 kids is your son Xander.
Yes, he's the reason why my 9-year-old Xander went to Halloween as Jimmy Kimmel this year.
He went trick-or-treating as me. That is me. There he is. Now, You know what I like about Xander, besides the fact that he dresses me, obviously, is
Yes.
that he's like, you know, he could have painted a beard on, but he's like, you know what, the hell with it.
Yeah, you know.
I like a kid who goes 60%.
It might have also broken school rules if you show up with a beard.
Oh, kids are not
being
allowed
in the
to. Why, is it a
I don't know.
terrorist thing?
I could be.
I am offended as a proud bearded American.
look.
That is absolutely. What is this school? What kind of LA bull school are you sending this kid to? So when do you go to Minneapolis?
So, I go on Sunday. I'll be there for 8 days.
Okay, well, I'm sure your
8 days. I
enthusium for the
know,
city will be infectious. Why don't you try that
Hey,
again?
look, it's going to be great in Minneapolis. They're so passionate there. And I feel for them, actually. Their team was right there.
Not only are they cold, they're mad.
I know. They're like, hey, welcome to the city. We're so glad you're here. The Vikings could have been here, but we're glad you are. You know, welcome.
Well, have fun as much as you
appreciate
can
it.
possibly do that
Thanks.
at your 15th Super Bowl. Rich Eisen, everybody. Watch the Rich Eisen Show weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience Network and Super Bowl Sunday on NFL Network starting 9 a.m. Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel. Click below to subscribe to our YouTube channel, or if you want to be that way about it, don't.